Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of CS Card Iyzico Multi-Vendor Payment Gateway add-on. Now this impressive add-on effortlessly splits payments amongst different sellers and the admin. It will automatically calculate and split the amount from the customer at the time of payment at the checkout time. Now this is a flawless end-to-end payment solution which integrates a secure and a reliable payment gateway with the CS Card Multi-Vendor Store. Can you note that the Turkish lira must be enabled as a currency for the store for the proper working of this payment method. Now this particular add-on helps in real-time splitting of the payments amongst vendors, has the concept of inline and outside payment form as per the gateway there. BKM Express connectivity at payment form is available. 3D secure payment is also available, and apart from that EMI installations is also available there on the payment gateway page itself. Now before I proceed further with this particular video tutorial today, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So we'll be talking about the inline and the outside payment form that is provided as per the gateway there. So you can see that we have created one payment method as Iyzico Marketplace. This is an inline payment form and is provided as per the gateway. And this is the Iyzico Marketplace web payment method that we have created. That basically, if you select the Iyzico Marketplace web, then you will be redirected to the Iyzico website there for or the gateway there for placing the order. But in the case of this inline one, that's the Iyzico Marketplace, here you will have to put the card details and the rest of the things on the website itself on the CS card. So this is the inline, and this one is the outside one that takes you outside the website there onto the Iyzico payment gateway so as to complete the purchase there using your credit card itself. So I'll be taking you through the workflow of this particular plugin at the customer's end, and I'll also be showing you the backend configuration settings for this particular plugin in the admin backend panel. That includes the initial configuration settings and the steps to create the payment method there. But before that, let's check the inline and the outside ways of the payment method that can be used by the customers to place an order there. So right now you can see that the current currency for the store is Turkish lira. As you can see, I have added one product into the cart there. As you can see, that's the 3M2742C safety glasses, and I'm going to make a payment for the same, and the order total is for 178 Turkish lira there. So first of all, we'll be checking out the inline one. So here for the inline, what we need to do is we need to choose the particular payment method and enter the details. So let me go ahead and let me enter the details here. So I'll enter the card number, I'll enter the CVV number, I'll enter wallet through, I'll enter the card holder's name, and then I'll scroll down and I'll tap here on the submit my order button. So I'll have to choose it as this 0926, and then I'll tap here on the submit my order button. Now this would submit the order there, and we'll be redirected to one page wherein we need to enter this particular code that we have. So after entering the code that you will receive on your mobile devices, you have to enter that particular SMS code here, and you have to tap here on the submit button thereafter. After tapping on the submit button, you will be redirected back to the website there with an order success message. As you can see that congratulations, your order has been successfully placed. And here you can see that if I want, I can check the order details by tapping on the order details button there. Scrolling down, you can see the product that we are going to purchase. We are purchasing for 150 Turkish lira, and under the summary you can see that the payment method chosen by the customer was Iyzico Marketplace, and the payment that was made was for 150 Turkish lira itself, or what we can say for 178 Turkish lira in all together there. So this was in the case of inline, what we say as the inline payment form that is provided as per the gateway there. Now let me go ahead and do a recheck out there with one more product, the same product that we were placing, but now this time we'll be choosing the Iyzico Marketplace web. Now here you can see that after choosing the Iyzico Marketplace Web, let me close this out. If I go ahead and I tap here on the Submit My Order button, then we'll be redirected to the Iyzico gateway itself. So here we are having the Iyzico gateway, and here we'll be able to pay with our credit card, or we can go with the BKM Express as well if you want, and you can make the payment for the 178 Turkish lira there. So right now we'll go ahead. Now this method that you saw is called as the outside payment form and is provided as per the payment gateway. The initial one that I showed you was the inline payment form as provided by the gateway itself. So here we need to choose the name, enter the card number, enter the expiry date, enter the CVV number. Here you can see that we have the 3D secure option as well, and we can also see the all installments that are available there for the same, and the customers can choose accordingly as per their requirement there. Let me close this out. So you can check the installments as well for this particular payment that you're going to make. Now thereafter, what you need to do is on the payment gateway page, you have to tap here on the pay 178 Turkish lira, and this would basically complete the payment there, and you will be redirected back to the CS card multi-vendor website there. So the order has been successfully placed as you can see here, and if I go ahead and check the order details, here is the same product that we purchased, and here you can see that the payment method right now that was chosen for the outside one is Iyzico Marketplace Web. So this was the workflow at the customer's end. Now let me take you to the admin backend panel and let me show you how the admin would be able to view the particular details of the order that was placed using the Iyzico Marketplace there. Also kindly note that we need to make some initial configurations there on the vendors end as well. The vendors need to add their bank account details so as to receive the amount. So for example, if there are two vendor products in the cart and I'm going to place the order using the Iyzico marketplace or the multi-vendor payment gateway, then what will happen is that their respective amounts would be sent out to their bank accounts for the details that they have already entered under their own account panel. So I'll be showing you that as well, but before that let's check the orders here and let's go to the view orders, and here we have the order 281 that we just placed. Let's check the details of the order there. So here you can see that the payment method chosen was Iyzico Marketplace Web. It's processed, status is success, the payment ID is visible there as well. Now if I go back to the order 280 there, you'll be able to see the inline one that is showing the method name as Iyzico Marketplace, and the order number 281 that was using the outside one, it is showing the Iyzico Marketplace Web there, in which we were redirected to the payment gateway page outside the CS card website there to make the payment itself. So this was the workflow there. Now let's check the initial configuration settings for this particular plugin. For that, what we need to do is we need to go to add-ons and manage add-ons, and here what we need to do is here we need to search for Iyzico, and you can see that we can accept the payments with the Iyzico Marketplace there. If you have installed this particular add-on there, then you have to tap here on the settings option and tap settings. Now this will bring up the API credentials, so you should be having an account at the Iyzico Marketplace itself, and after that you'll be getting the API key and the API secret. Now that needs to be entered here depending upon the payment method, whether you are using it in the testing mode or the sandbox mode or the live or the production mode. If you're choosing it as testing mode, then you need to enter the API key and the secret key for the testing mode. Otherwise you'll have to choose the live or the production API key and the secret key, and that needs to be entered here, and then you need to tap here on the save button. So that was the initial configuration settings for this particular add-on. Now coming to the payment methods, how we need to add the payment method for the inline and the outside one. For that we'll navigate to administration and go to the payment methods. Here what you'll be able to do is here you'll be able to see that we have already added the Iyzico Marketplace and the Iyzico Marketplace Web. The Iyzico Marketplace is for the inline one and the Iyzico Marketplace Web is for the outside one. Now for adding a payment method, you need to tap here on the top right hand corner and enter the required details there for the payment method that you're going to create. Now let me show you the one for the inline one. So I'll just edit it up, and you can get to know what different settings needs to be done. So here you'll be setting up the name of the payment method that would be visible to the customers at the checkout time. Then you have to choose the processor type as Iyzico payment gateway marketplace inline. Then you have to choose the template as cc.tpl, choose the payment category as credit card, choose the user groups if you want, whether you want to allow it for all users, guest users, registered users, or other ones. If you want, you can set up the description of the payment method as well. If there are any surcharges, you can set up the surcharges and the surcharge title as well. Set up the text. If there are any payment instructions, you can enter the payment instructions here for the same, and then you can upload an icon for the particular one. Then what you need to do is, after you've saved it up, then you'll get this configure tab. After that, after you saved this particular payment method, then you'll have this configure tab. Under the configure tab, you'll be able to set up the order success or the order status for the success using the Iyzico, and the chosen order status here would be set for the success order status or using the Iyzico payment gateway there. Same goes for the order status failure. In case of failure, the order status would be set to failed, and whether you want to save the Iyzico response, you can choose it as a yes or a no. And then you need to tap here on the save button to save the inline type and close it out. Now coming to the outside one, the same goes for the outside one. You have to set up the name of the outside one. For the Iyzico marketplace web, I've set it up with the name as the Iyzico marketplace web, and this would be visible to the customers at the checkout time. Then you have to choose the processor type as Iyzico payment gateway marketplace web as per the requirement, and you have to choose a template as cc_outside.tpl. Choose the payment category as credit card. Go through the rest of the options as per the requirement there, and after saving it up, then you'll get the configure tab. Here you'll be setting up the order status for the success, order status for the failure, and whether to save the Iyzico responses or not there. After that, you need to tap here on the save button to save the configuration settings there. So this was the admins end. Now how the vendors would be able to set up their account bank account details there, basically under their own account panel. So for that, I'll be taking you to the vendor account panel now. So I'll just tap here on the go to vendor account panel. I'll log into the vendor account panel. I'll go to vendors and vendors. Here I'll tap on the vendor store. Here you can see that we have the basic details like the information, contact information, shipping address. Now we need to go to add-on section, and here you have the Iyzico sub merchant. So here we have already saved the details for the bank account there. So actually this section would appear like this. Under add-ons, you have to go to the Iyzico sub merchant, and you can choose the sub merchant type there, and enter the details according to the same. You have to enter the first name, last name, your IBAN, your tax office, tax number, legal company, title, and the rest of the details according to the sub merchant type chosen. And then you have to tap on the save button thereafter, and then the particular thing would be automatically saved, as you can see here right now. So that was about how the vendors would be able to set up their bank account details by navigating to their particular store and going to the add-on section and going to the Iyzico sub-merchant section there. So yes, that was much about the add-on itself. That's the CS Cart Iyzico multi-vendor payment gateway add-on, and I hope it helped you out in understanding how this add-on effortlessly splits the payment amongst the different sellers and the admin, and it will automatically calculate and split the amount from the customer at the time of payment there at the checkout time. So if you still have any questions, queries, suggestions, or requirements regarding this particular plugin, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webkul.com, or you can raise a ticket at webkul.uvdesk.com as well. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video, and have a great day ahead.